Switching gears this morning, we're outside in front of our studios off 44th Street here in Phoenix. Weather-wise, if you haven't been outside yet, it's actually not too bad. We're registering in the mid to upper 80s. A little bit sticky, though, we were saying, right? Feels a little humid out there.
That's right. But we have Frank here to give us some great tips on how to keep our cars running during this awful heat.
Are you kidding me? We don't need this nuclear meltdown, right? So I've got some tips that are going to save you guys some money. So, number one, cooling fans. Let's get right into it, guys. These engine cooling fans are vital. Okay, it's what keeps the air flowing through your engine. So, I've got a tip. If you guys are in traffic and that engine starts to overheat, shut the AC off. And I'll tell you why. Back to these fans. It's a very common occurrence in our desert heat. When you're running your engine and you're at idle, these fans have to run. Well, if the AC comes on and this fan doesn't come on, the engine starts to go up. So tip number one, shut the AC off. Tip number two may not be nice. Turn on your heater.
Really? Why is that?
Absolutely.
Because it seems counterintuitive,
Listen,
so explain it to us.
Saving thousands of dollars. I want people to know I get cars in the shop all the time that could avoid a nuclear meltdown of their engine. So here's a heater meltdown of their engine. So here's a heater core. This heater circulates that coolant. Well, we're not using the heater. We may have the AC on. If it starts to overheat, shut AC off. Turn the heater on because you're going to exhaust that hot engine air into the cab. Got it? So that's going to help. And then number three, and this is probably really should be number one, if it's overheating, shut it down. Shut it down. Call a tow truck. A lot of times we get busy and we want to get to our destination. I'm really trying to save folks lots of money with their expensive overheaters. Another thing too, guys, radiator hoses. Look at that bad boy there. We don't need this to happen. These hoses are the key arteries for your coolant system to your engine. These should be replaced every 60 to 80,000 miles. Always check your owner's manual. We don't want to get to this point. Look at the nasty there.
Now, is that expensive, Frank? And I know it depends on what kind of car you have, but typically, is that an expensive deal?
Hoses are not that expensive. Listen, it's all about the teeth cleaning preventative maintenance, right? So you may spend $300 to $400 servicing the coolant system before we get into that hot summer situation. So not difficult at all to do that. And I got to tell you, I want to show you something here. A lot of these engines have plastic parts. Now this is aluminum. This is a water pump. This water pump impeller is actually what moves that coolant into the engine. I want to show you guys. This is plastic. Look at that. Look how easy this stuff can break.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So what I'm
chipping right off.
Plastic.
So we want to be proactive and we want to essentially do the maintenance on our vehicles and stay in tune to that. I got to show you something else. Listen, if your coolant system looks like a Louisiana murky swamp, that is a problem. We don't need.
How do we know that? How do we know?
Well, every oil change, you're going to get it checked.
Okay.
You're going to have your mechanic do a coolant system evaluation. And that is key, very key in getting that done. So the other thing too is I'll show you, because that's a very good question. Now this coolant,
oh wow,
that's about what it should look like, guys, okay? And so it is really key. Again, check your owner's manual, always ask your mechanic, every oil change, hey guys, check my rubber radiator hoses, check my coolant system, because we really need to avoid a nuclear meltdown with these engines, absolutely.
Well, there's easy tips that you, like you said, can save thousands of dollars.
Absolutely. So it's really key. If your engine's overheating, guys, just shut it down. Get a tow truck. Go to Starbucks. Chillax. Don't cook the motor. It's really key. It's really key. Okay. So.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Frank Lloyd, Desert Car Care in Chandler, helping us take action. I appreciate that, my
pleasure.
friend.
Happy Father's Day.
Yes, happy Father's Day to you, Frank.
Absolutely.
Go home and get some R&R with your kids. Enjoy
little
that.
monkey bars with the kids.
Yes, have fun.
Okay.
We'll be right back with more ABC 15 Mornings.